What concerns you the most?
Girls. Them girls. Some girl out here, she's got a Jayden Daniels wall, and her mama said, hey, honey, you're gonna be the one who's gonna go get him. And I know that sounds crazy, but I guarantee there's someone out there who's trying to get their hooks into Jayden Daniels.
The fact that he has a mom like this is why he's successful. He's focused. He's got his nose to the grindstone. This is what Shaq's mom should have told him about Shunny.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Doc BOA. Yeah, I got time today. You know, one of the craziest stories that we've seen all year was this story with Travis Hunter and how this girl who doesn't like him got all in his pockets and got in his heart, got in his mind, got in his spirit. She owns that boy. And it's one of the stories that we hear all the time about athletes and how they get caught up and jammed up in all of these situations and they end up getting caught up with these women. A la Scottie Pippen with Larsa Pippen. He was the first guy that we know who got caught up like that and is still paying the consequences for that. Fast forward to now, Jayden Daniels, Washington Commanders quarterback, rookie quarterback, playing an NFC championship game. And I do believe, for all you Philly fans, I do believe he's going to win. But he's raised by a single mom, as most black athletes are. Most black athletes come from single parent homes. You know what I mean? And so the athleticism is just something that they inherited, a genetic predisposition, I guess. But his mom has stepped out and spoken in an interview, and she said what Travis Hunter's mom should have said, what Scottie Pippen's mom should have said, what LeVar Ball should have told his boys. Be careful of these scallywags. So let's listen to Jayden Daniels' mom talk about how her son is going to be protected from those scallywags because he has a mom who knows exactly what those scallywags are looking for. Let's take a listen to this clip, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
What concerns you the most?
Girls. Them girls. Some girl out here, she's got a Jayden Daniels wall, and her mama said, hey, honey, you're gonna be the one who's gonna go get him. And I know that sounds crazy, but I guarantee there's someone out there who's trying to get their hooks into Jayden Daniels. So thank God he got a mama like me, because it ain't happening.
Now, I want y'all to understand something, brothers. When you're in a situation where your father's not in your life, it's your mother's job. For whatever reason, your father's not there. It could be because of her. It could be because of him. Could be because of them both. Could be because she don't know who your dad is. Or it could be because she hid you from your dad. Your daddy don't know you even exist. But either way, your mother has to then become your protector. And that's part of the problem with many of you guys. Your mom is not your protector. Your mom has decided that you need to go out and do for girls what she wishes a man would have done for her. A lot of times your mother, instead of protecting you, she lives vicariously through the girls that you date. And she wants you to wine and dine and wants you do all of these things and wants you to treat a woman like a wife from day one, prove to her that you can provide and do all of these things. Brothers, let me tell you something. If you got money, you ain't got to prove to a woman you can provide. You got money. If you providing a phenomenal lifestyle for yourself, you don't have to prove to a woman that you can provide. She has to be the woman that you choose to provide for. You don't have to prove nothing to her. But the fact that he has a mom like this is why he's successful. He's focused. He's got his nose to the grindstone. This is what Shaq's mom should have told him about Shunny. All of these guys who are getting caught up in these things is because their mother did not understand the responsibility of being who she needed to be because she was the only parent. Now, granted, listen, yes, where was his dad? I know some beta male sent man Johnny and y'all females gonna come in here and say, well, that'll be away. Let me tell you something, boy. Where was the daddy? Where was the peppy? You understand what I'm saying? It ain't a woman's job to do about herself. That'll be away. The man's supposed to be there. That'll be away. The man's supposed to be there. You know it. That'll be away. So don't tell me that you know what's going on there. You're going to try to hold a woman accountable. If the boy don't come out like this, then what you doing? That'll be away. You know what? You're the type of man that just love to pile on top of the women. And you let the man get away with everything. That'll be away. That's why I'm going over there. I'm going to follow Yada from now on. I ain't listen to you no more. Unsubscribe. Okay, unsubscribe. So before you go, let me tell you this. this. I want you to keep in mind that this life that we live is based on one thing. It's based on being in the best position at all times to do the things that you need to do. It's based on being in the best position at all times to progress the way you need to progress. It's based on being in the best position at all the time to protect the things that you build from those who don't want to see you build them, for those who want to see them fall, from those who will contribute to the fall of your empire, whatever your empire is. And so, yes, it doesn't matter why the situation is that. If you're a single mom, it's your job to take on the responsibility of doing as much as you can to protect and provide for your child. That's just how it is. Whatever the circumstances are, you can't just say, well, my child gonna end up messed up. Nope. If you got to go get with a stepdad, go get with a stepdad. There's a bunch of them out here. But it's your job to make sure that you make your environment conducive to the growth of your child. Or next time, stay with the man you have a baby with.
I bet she did say something like that.
When you think about it, man, there's a certain kind of woman that we all want. But those aren't the women who have access to athletes. Why? Because these women are homebodies. They don't go to clubs. They don't go to bars. They don't go to these places. And so that's why I'm telling you, I've had some great experiences with some good girls. Why? Because I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. I don't go to parties. I don't go to pubs. I don't go to any of those things. That's not my vibe. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to vibe in that environment at all because I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb. I'm going to be so out of place. I'm a grown man, bro. There's no need for me to go put myself out of place for any reason at all. But let's listen to this young girl describe to you what happens when these girls and these guys don't meet. This is the very reason that so many OGs end up with these young girls, because by the time you're OG status, man, either you've never done those things and now you just financially situated, you ready to just chill, or you've done those things and now you're tired of those things and you just ready to chill. And that's the only place you're going to find a woman who's ready to chill like that is a young woman. Because when a woman gets to a certain age, she feel either she hasn't accomplished what she want to accomplish, then she go into scramble mode, or she's accomplished what she want to accomplish, and now she want to go back and live the life that she couldn't live when she was young. That's why you see so many 30, 35, 40-year-old women going to the club and going on girls trips and hanging out and doing all of these things, man, because they want to go and recapture the years that they spent chasing their degrees. But let's listen to this young lady, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on the real tip.
Hi, my name is Jillian. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Canada. The highest level of education completed was high school. I decided not to go to college. And I said I'm single, right? I don't leave the house that much, but
We could
when
tell.
I do, I listen to live jazz music.
Okay.
I play sports on the beach. I play
Okay.
a lot of sports,
Okay.
so maybe. I go to the farmer's market on Sundays.
Okay.
I go to church.
Don't give too much info.
She's telling you where to find them.
Yeah.
She's telling you where to find them.
Now, this girl is on Fresh and Fit podcast. So that kind of lends itself to a red flag for me, because even though she's saying she does all of these things, she doesn't do all of these things, she's caught up in that desire for the internet. You see how she's looking directly at that camera? The internet bug has bitten her. Now it's too late for her now. The internet bug has bitten her. You understand? And even me talking about in this piece of content may help that may make that internet bug bite sting a little bit more. But you hear what she says she was doing. You look how she's dressed. And I think I've seen her on the Desirable Truth podcast. I think this is her right here. So when you think about it, here she is. She's down in Miami. She's hanging out. But here's the problem. She's already been on that podcast. Now she's on this podcast. The difference between the two is this podcast, she's probably the only girl on this set that's like her. So she's out of place. But what happens when a girl gets out of place and she doesn't have the guidance of a man around her? She gets swallowed up in it. And now she's getting accolades and props and all of this from scallywags. And I hate to see the result of this, but this is the kind of girl that Jayden Daniels' mom would want him to be with. Before this, of course. And you're just not going to find it because she's not in those places. And I just tell you, man, if you want a good girl, you got to go to a place where bad girls don't hang. If you want a decent woman, you got to go to a place where indecent women don't hang. If you want a woman who wants to be a wife, you got to go to a place where women that are full of strife don't hang. If you want a woman with no kids, you got to go to a place where baby mamas don't hang. If you want a woman that's a homebody, you got to go to a woman that ain't trying to go to every party. If you want a woman that you'll be glad to meet, you got to go find the women that ain't for the streets. That's just the reality of it. Now, I'm not saying she can't be saved, or let me rephrase that. I'm not saying that you can't catch her, even her personally, and she's still in that zone. But now she's heading in the wrong direction. The internet bug is bitten her. And you know, we always say we don't deal with women that's on social media at all. If you're on social media at all, you can't be with me. Not in a meaningful way. You know what I'm saying? You can play, but you damn sure can't stay. And I think Jayden Daniels' mom has a great idea of what these women are like, because the women she's trying to keep him from are all the other women you heard talking to her about. Don't tell him everything. She's telling y'all where they are. Do you see how crazy it is for those women to call her they, like putting her over in a group like she's the outcast? She is the outcast. Women like this are ostracized from popularity. You heard when she said, I really don't go out much. You heard the guy in the back say, I can tell. We can tell. Like that's a bad thing. Of course we can tell. I want to be able to tell. I want to be able to see a woman that don't even care about fashion, don't even care about brands, don't even know these brands. A woman who just want to carry a purse that all her shit fit in, not a Birkin. Because I'm not buying a Birkin. I don't care if a Birkin was $1,000. I'm not spending $1,000 on a bag for her to carry. So when we talk about it, brother, you just got to understand, man, this is about you having a standard and you having an upbringing that teaches you to stick to that standard. It teaches you to focus on your goals. All Jayden Daniels' mom did was made him focus on his goals. Just focus. And now look at him. Look at him now, flourishing in the league, possibly, or should I say probably, about to be in a Super Bowl. So shout out to Jayden Daniels' mom. She did a phenomenal job of making sure that she was there to protect him on his journey, because obviously she was the only protector that he had. And of course, when you're a star athlete, coaches are going to look out for you as well and all of that. But she's the one. So let's take our hat off to this particular single mom who has done a phenomenal job with her son in helping him stay on the path to become the superstar NFL quarterback that he already is and will possibly be even more of if he happens to win this Super Bowl.